G'day guys, and welcome to this business management lesson. In today's lesson, we're looking at key knowledge point 212. That is unit 2, area of study 1, and the second key knowledge point for this area of study. Today specifically, we're looking at an overview of the role of external professionals when establishing a business. Now, if you've been following along with these video lessons, you know that this second key knowledge point is coming at the end of this area of study. And that's specifically because I think it makes better sense here. Let's dive in and I'll show you why. In this area of study, we've talked about many different things that you need to consider if you're to establish a business. These include legal requirements, bank accounts, financial control systems, choosing appropriate suppliers, policies and procedures, and technological and global issues. This is quite a diverse range of topics that you need to be thinking about and making decisions in. And it's possible that you as the entrepreneur or the business owner aren't necessarily comfortable making decisions in these areas yourself. Perhaps it's that you wish to make contact with overseas suppliers, but you just don't know how. You don't know where to start looking. Perhaps you're pretty across your legal requirements and you know how to choose appropriate suppliers and you can write policies and procedures. But when it comes to record keeping and financial control systems, you're a bit in the dark. Well, as it happens, you can access the support of external professionals with any of these areas. When it comes to legal requirements, you could talk to a lawyer. Seems pretty obvious. Lawyers that specialize in business law should be able to point you in the right direction and give you advice about your legal requirements and how best to comply with those legal requirements. Some of the legal requirements we looked at in 211 were tax obligations and OH&S. So specifically for those, you might approach a tax advisor or an accountant, a specialist in tax law, to help you work out your tax obligations and the processes that you should implement in your business to best be able to meet those obligations. Or otherwise, knowing that WorkSafe often conduct workplace audits on health and safety, you might seek an external third-party OH&S advisor to conduct an audit of your business to help you identify any weaknesses in your business before you're audited for real. Key knowledge point 213 had us look at financial control systems and bookkeeping. When it comes to record keeping or bookkeeping, bookkeepers are people who work specifically on ensuring that your account records are up to date. They'll let you know how much money you have, how much debt you have, and they will be able to document all of that for you. And of course, accountants are people who will do that, but also likely be involved in business decision-making when it comes to finances. When it comes to choosing appropriate suppliers, a procurement advisor or a purchasing advisor specializes in helping businesses interact with and work with suppliers. These are people that you might go to and you might say, hey, these are the list of materials we need. We don't know where to get them from. And then they would do the heavy lifting. They'd do the yard work, making sure that they're putting you in touch with suppliers who can meet your needs. And then we've got the need for policies and procedures. Well, you could get a lawyer to write your policies and procedures as they're very familiar with legal requirements, particularly if they're a business law specialist. Otherwise, you might seek the assistance of policy advisors, people whose job it is specifically to write policy. The government has so many policy advisors because writing policy is basically what government does. But large businesses that have a dearth of policies, a significant breadth of policies, will also likely have their own policy advisors. And finally, technological and global issues. Well, if you're setting up customer databases and you need to keep them safe and robust, an IT advisor can give you advice about the hardware and software you'll use to record your customer data. And a cybersecurity advisor might be able to give you information about how to best protect that from nefarious people or bad actors. And certainly, when it comes to doing business with overseas suppliers, once again, the procurement advisor and purchasing advisors are the people to help you out there. Now, you might have noticed that the word advisor has come up over and over again in this lesson. If you're ever in doubt, if you get a question on your stack that asks you what kind of external professional can help with X situation or Y context, using the word advisor will almost always help make your answer relevant. So it's a bit of a cheat code for this key knowledge point. As far as this key knowledge point is concerned, there are so many things in this area of study that you need to consider when making decisions for your business. And sometimes it's going to be really helpful to have the advice and support of an external professional when making those decisions. There are all manner of different professionals that you can work with to help support your decision making in these areas. And finally, the support of professional advisors can be relied upon to increase the likelihood of success for your business. It's unlikely your accountant is going to give you poor financial advice. It's unlikely your lawyer is going to send you in the wrong direction when it comes to legal compliance. These are mistakes you might make yourself, but external professionals, they stake their reputation on not making those mistakes. So it's likely that your business will be better positioned for success if you've sought the support of these external professionals. That's all for today. See you next time.